And here we are, Brent, right around the midway point of the season. When you play, did you ever hit a rookie wall?
I really didn't, Kevin, but it all depends on the minutes that you're playing. If you're coming off the bench for 15 or 20, you probably don't get in that position. But if you are a full-time starter as a rookie and you have that opportunity, man, that schedule, that can mount up on you.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert hold down the post for him. Then it's Flash in at the point.
And what you get in Cade Cunningham is an oversized point guard who really knows how to use his size, see the floor, and initiate offense.
Now, here's Cunningham. They set the pick. And there's the foul. It's on Towns. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, quick foul to pick up right away here in the first quarter.
Fontecchio passes to Stewart. The Pistons working the ball around now. Offensive rebound. The kick out to Cunningham. And finally they hit one.
Good instincts from Cade that time. He has the shot all picked out, so why waste time? Let it rip.
Here we see the Detroit Pistons, Greg, a franchise known for stifling defense.
And going back-to-back with the bad boys, then the amazing 2004 title team that shut down Shaq and Kobe. And the Pistons have been great. They've had that defense-first mentality.
Great vision from Ivy. That's what sets him apart at the two-guard spot.
Here's Flash. Passes it to Gobert. Out to the wing. Now McDaniels. Here's Flash. Shot clock at 5. Back to McDaniels. Here's Flash. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Over the taller defender. This is why you have to stay connected to shooters on the perimeter.
Yeah, that effort just not good enough because even if that defender was a bit taller, the shooter already locked in.
And here's Cunningham following the 3 from Flash. Puts it up from 12. It's rebounded by Towns. For the Detroit Pistons, they won their last contest, that game against the Wizards in Washington.
Yeah, those road games are tricky, but they had a good strategy going in and stuck to what they do best.
Yeah, watching that game quarter to quarter, they sped up, they slowed down, but they executed in every facet.
Here's Gobert. Pass to Flash. Left side, Edwards. Stewart with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. That one is on Towns.
All the officials are all over that one.
The Pistons have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And typically a strength of theirs, 79% on the season.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. And good on the second, so he makes them both.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Flash passes to Gobert. Here's Flash. He had 37 points last game out. Back to Gobert. And the pass to Flash beyond the arc. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Ivy. We saw him with 10 points last game. And not going to go. He misses the first attempt on the night. Flash passes to McDaniels. Here's Flash. Here he goes. Back to McDaniels. Pass to Flash. Out to Edwards. Passes it to Reid. Fires the 3. Here's Flash. He's got 9. It's hauled in by Stewart.
No doubt one of the best nicknames in the NBA. Isaiah Stewart, also known as the
I love that the moniker, Greg, was given to him by not a small guy in his own right, one Rick Mahorn, Piston great, and a guy who knows about physical play, and Stewart follows along in that same vein.
And there it is for him.
Oh, great ball movement there.
58 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Ivy. And again, it's the Pistons missing. Timberwolves leading by 6. Here's Edwards driving the lane.
And how about the athleticism from Edwards rocketing off the drive there for the slam.
The Pistons have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Puts up a 3. Connects from three-point range. Edwards got 7 points in the game.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. We know who that was.
And the Pistons decide to take their first timeout right here. Both teams will make substitution. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now. These, the new power rankings, they tell a great story. Look at the Lakers. They're gaining on some of the teams above them, trying hard to crack into that top 5.
And when I look at the Timberwolves, they continue to obliterate expectations because they found a way to get the most out of the guys on this roster.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
He's been terrific tonight, and with a little help from the other guys on the floor, they might be able to turn this game around.
And it didn't take long for Anthony Edwards to cement himself, Greg, as Minnesota's franchise player.
He is one of the best young players in the league with clear superstar potential. The future of the Timberwolves starts with Edwards.
James Wiseman's out there with Isaiah Stewart. Then it's Cunningham, and it's Fontecchio in at the small forward position. That's the group for Detroit right now. Pistons trail by 14. Here's Cunningham. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey guys, Flash in the last game against the Clippers put on a show. He added 37 points, and as you may have guessed with him, a lot of those were on the 3-ball. He played outstanding. He didn't force anything and allowed him to take over on offense. Kevin, we'll see what he has in store tonight.
David, we appreciate the update. Greg, we'll see if he can keep rolling here tonight.
Yeah, and that's the rub. When he's in rhythm, he can carry your team across the line.
And you want to see him make sure that the teammates are also involved in what they're doing, especially if he draws that much attention. And that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
Pass to Wiseman. Back to Cunningham. Offline with his 3.
And even without that 3-ball dropping to him, the defense should have done more on that last play. Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Pistons trailed by 19. And there's the pass to Fontecchio. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Fontecchio's got 5 points so far. Minnesota's gone 6 of 11 when they're taking the 3-point shot tonight. Very respectable. Pass to Flash. At the elbow, it's Gobert. Timberwolves passing it around. Clock at 6. Alexander Walker passes to Flash to the middle. Passes it to Alexander Walker. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And again, it's Minnesota.
Alexander Walker, assisted by number 12.
There's 47 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Bryant from outside off the mark.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Here's Fontecchio. No good from outside. Timberwolves leading by 18. Here's Flash. He's got 12. Alexander Walker passes to Flash. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Shot clock at 6. And another 3 for Minnesota.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Here's Grimes, and the last-second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. They've been playing some ferocious defense. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
Halftime is here. And what better way to tip it off than to analyze the latest news on the trade front?
An intriguing move for them. Landing Markkanen. Man, he'll help that space that they create on the floor. He'll open up the offense, and he could be a nice piece that they can keep for a long time.
Yeah, he's certainly grown since he came into the league. Teams have to guard him. And I'll tell you one thing about Markkanen, Kenny.
What's that?
He can finish. You get it? He's from Finland.
Oh, Finland.
And he can finish.
That was deep.
And now switching over to our current game, what a tough start for the Pistons.
They need to focus on getting high percentage looks. Right now, they're taking the first shot. Not the best shot. Guys need to move their feet, set screens, open up these shooters.
Might be something under discussion as we speak. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Flash has been exceptional here, guys.
And we saw just how important he is for this team in the first half. He was getting everyone involved.
Yeah, he knows his role. He's out there to distribute the ball, get his teammates involved. Nice job.
Teams cutting back on practices to limit the load on players. And Brent, some say it creates the opposite effect. Players not conditioned to the level they need to be.
And you wonder in the next couple of years, Kevin, if some of the coaches, just depending on the life cycle of their team, with a team being young as opposed to a team being veteran, that coaches are going to find creative ways to get more practice time in. We know practice time is where teams improve the most.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. The two towering figures inside for him, Towns and Gobert. The wing set for him, Edwards and McDaniels. Then it's Flash in at the 1. Here's Flash. He's got 15. Off target with his 3. And about a minute of action so far in the third quarter. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Thank you very much. Cade Cunningham was the #1 overall pick in 2021, and he's trying to take that next step. He says, I want to do my job. Something I really try to pride myself on is how much I care. What I care about the most is how I can help the Pistons win. Guys, they are assembling some real talent on that team.
Oh, they are. No question, D.A. Thank you. Well, we're looking at Cunningham here, Brent. There's always talk of how good a finisher he is.
He's got a really unique quality, Kevin, in that he can finish really effectively with both hands. So you add that dexterity to the size, and as a point guard, this guy becomes really hard to stop on the interior.
The shot by Ivy, no good.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there. The third quarter has not started well, just 1 of 4.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. And that'll be his third foul so far.
15 seconds.
During the pass to Stewart. Cunningham for three. Good for basket number 6 from him in the contest. He's shooting 6 for 12.
Right now, Cunningham has that shot dialed in.
Here's Flash. 15 points in the game. From downtown, it's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cunningham with it. Now defended by Flash. Yep, that one goes. Cunningham's got 7 now in this quarter. So the Timberwolves call their first timeout. Alexander Walker, he's checked in for McDaniel. And now a moment to check out the leaders in the All-Star voting. Balloting underway.
And this is really a fun time of year. You're starting to see which players are going to be in the running to make the All-Star team.
You look at Cunningham. He's there in the top 10 in the Eastern Conference voting. The fans have really gotten behind him.
And that's the way it should be. Kevin, you could make a case that he should be a starter, but there's just so many great players in the East. Just being in the top 10 shows how much respect the fans have for him.
And it seems like the anticipation just continues to build each year around this time of the season. Gonna be a fantastic weekend. Hits it from three-point range.
Yeah, Cade, hard to stop. He's got his motor revved high tonight.
And GA, in your opinion, what's the main order of business when you look at the first-year Pistons coaching staff?
Kevin, for me, they got to clean up the foul. It's often a problem for young teams, but they have the quickness and size to stay in front of people and just force contested shots.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Flash. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Detroit making a switch here. Grimes is checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Conley's checked in. Here for the Timberwolves. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. Kyle Anderson comes in for Towns. And Flash is subbed in for Nickeil Alexander-Walker. They've got James Wiseman. Metu is out there with Cade Cunningham. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. That's the 5 on the floor for the Pistons. Now, here's Cunningham after the miss from Flash.
Well, that's a shot right there he's going to hit 9 times out of 10. We just saw the 10% he doesn't make.
Anderson passes to Flash. Back to Conley. Goes straight through the defender for the dunk. Draws the foul. He'll go to the line. It's on Anthony Edwards.
It's tough because you want to bump Wiseman and you want to be physical, but he's long as well, and so that range, that helps him too.
Here's Flash. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
And so much for repeating the three-point barrage he put on in the first half. Nothing here in the second.
Outside Edwards. Here's Flash. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
The shot's good from Wiseman.
Well, Wiseman's setting up camp on the interior. He's going to be effective there.
Timberwolves leading by 14. Timberwolves passing it around. Lets it go with a 3. And count it. Three-pointer good on the shot from Flash. Flash has got 20.
Well, if he's hitting shots from there, he becomes so much more dangerous.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Detroit Pistons. They've played a great fourth quarter defensive, allowing only 3 points. There's a good screen to the wing right side. Takes the 3. Not going to go that time. For Minnesota, they've gone just 1 of 6 in the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's Flash. And, yep, another basket.
And that puts him over the 2,000-point mark for his career. No one has gotten to that milestone quicker.
You have to wonder just how many points he'll rack up over the course of his career.
I mean, if you look at the players who scored at this level so early in their careers, it's a who's who of some of the greatest offensive players to ever take the court.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Reed. Towns comes in for Anderson, and it's McDaniels in for Mike Conley. Fontecchio passes to Stewart. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Gobert with the block.
And when Gobert is playing with this kind of aggression on that end, there aren't many better at defending.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
And a block like that sends a message. One that says we're not giving up this lead.
Chalk up 2 there. And it's now 22 points for Cade Cunningham. Timberwolves leading by 17. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Detroit's gotten off to an 0 for 2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Launches a 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Got that one up quick. Flash has got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for Minnesota.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Now here's Cunningham. Pass to Fontecchio. Latrey. A rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 12 here already in the game. Flash passes to Edwards. Out to the right wing. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout, big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for Minnesota.
2 great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And with this win, they'll end up notching another victory for this year's campaign, win number 33.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Flash.
Serving up feeds all night long. He was the best teammate that they had on the floor.
Now here's McDaniels. Following the miss by Cade Cunningham. Inside. Takes it from 10. And he can't bank that one in. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. And they double up Cunningham. Duren, no good. Here's Flash. Duren pulls it in.
And even though he didn't get a piece of that shot, you love the pressure he puts on the shooter.
Yeah, that's the kind of energy that you want to see on every possession throughout the game.
Outside Flynn, and so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. A resounding victory for them.
So is the hype real? What do you think? Good guy, man. He played good. You know what? You too, bro. Hey, better luck next time.
Nice team win. Let's keep it going.
It's gonna be fun watching tape on this one, huh?
Game time, baby.
Hey, MP. But I don't want to mess with what's working. And pretty much everything's working right now.
You got me ready.
I have, haven't I? Make sure you mention that when you set the franchise scoring record out there tonight.
If I set the franchise scoring record.
Oh, what, are you going to request a trade or something?
Just trying to be humble.
Well, you're pretty much guaranteed to break the record tonight, so it mostly just comes off weird at this point.
All right, fair enough.
Now, after the game, when people ask you how it felt or whatever, I want you to say how none of this would be possible without the guidance and friendship of my coach and mentor, Teresa Warren.
Okay, I got you, Coach.
Can you do that for me?
None of it possible without you.
Have a good game, man. Happy to have you with us for NBA basketball on 2K Sports. We'll watch the Memphis Grizzlies in this one as they go up against the Minnesota Timberwolves here at Target Center. Alongside Richard Jefferson and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce courtside and checking out the opening lineup for Memphis. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Jackson out there with Santi Aldama, and it's Jackson in at the center position. And for Minnesota, they have their two big men out there, Towns and Gobert, working inside. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Flash in at the 1. Well, Grant, this is the type of game that may look lopsided, but as we've seen, anything can happen.
Anything can definitely happen, B.A. And look, you have to understand that every guy in this league is talented. If you come in flat and those other guys are inspired, you can fall. But honestly, you shouldn't. It's all about handling your business.
So the Timberwolves win the tip. A quick start to the career of MP. Already at 2,000 points, Grant.
The MP is the fastest to 2,000 points in 40 years. Zion was on a similar path, so the future is so bright for him. Can't wait to see MP develop.
Pass to Towns. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
From anywhere, Towns is just a threat. He's a potent scorer who will find his points.
Outside Morant. The shake. That one's wide left. And Richard, Ja Morant, one of those guys that seems to always be working hard on his game. So much fun to watch.
Yeah, he looks to improve every single year and still believes he can get even better than he is now. You gotta love that type of mindset.
Here's Morant. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. And then Morant with the dunk.
Oh, he's got some hops. Morant, this man loves to attack the rim whenever he gets the chance. And when I mean any chance, I mean any chance.
Nails it from 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Flash has gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Jackson with a screen on Edwards. From deep, Payne. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Flash. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
They've really come out swinging, hitting 4 of their first 5 shots.
The Grizzlies have gone 1 for 3 so far. Pass to Jackson. Here's Aldama, covered by Towns. Aldama, the pass to Morant. It's not going to go for him.
Oh, I can see some miscommunication on defense there very clearly. They were super fortunate it didn't torch them with that mistake.
It's Edwards on the wing. Here's Flash. Pure from three-point range. Flash has got 9.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
And here's Memphis. 11-point game. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors.
And the win was there for them, but they just let it get away. Just couldn't make enough plays late.
They played pretty solid basketball, but a few miscues is all it takes to turn a win into a loss, especially against a good team.
Clark is checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Now here's Morant. We saw him with 19 his last time out. 4 on the clock. Oh, no good! Unable to end this run.
His consistency just hasn't been there this quarter in terms of his shooting.
Pass to Flash. Here's the 3. The Grizzlies pull it in. And here's Morant. Here's Clark. Outside Bane. Fires the 3. The rebound by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Looks good.
This has been just a dreadful start for them defensively. Not good at all.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies. Stevens is... Let's take a look at the Western Conference standings now that the new year is upon us. Taking a look at Minnesota, they're in first place right now with a tremendous record. They're certainly the team to beat. And of course, Memphis, pretty far behind right now.
Seeing where the Timberwolves are, I recall them having a lot of naysayers at the start of the season, but now they may not have any. This team is ready for a deep playoff run.
Even though some people doubted them, there are just as many people, if not more, who believed in this team from the very beginning. And it's pretty clear right now who was right.
So it's Minnesota now. The Grizzlies making their last shot. On the court for Memphis, we've got Luke Kennard, Jackson out there with Brandon Clark. Then it's Yuta Watanabe, and it's Smart in at the point.
You know, I think this guy just loves the game of basketball. The preparation, the interaction with his teammates. He has fun out there on the floor.
Here's Smart, following the score by Minnesota. Jackson outside. 4-3. Reed with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 3 to begin the second. Here's Flash. Buries it from 3. Flash has got 14.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for the Grizzlies. Trailing by 17. Last time they met was in Memphis.
If they want to beat these guys this time, they have to do better on the glass. That was their undoing.
And a lot of that begins with effort. Putting in the work and closing out possession should make this a much more contested game.
Well, you really can't say enough about what Jaren Jackson Jr. has done since entering the league, RJ.
Yeah, B.A., not only is he a walking bucket, but opposing offenses have to account for how good he is on the defensive end. That's why he was Defensive Player of the Year.
Hey there. Flash in their last game against the Pistons was simply terrific. He scored 28 points and hit a bunch of threes. No surprises there. His relentless approach has just worn teams out lately. He is winning the battle of wills. Brian?
Okay, Allie, thanks. Well, that was an incredible night for him. They rode him to that win.
And he was more than happy to carry them, B.A. He might still be feeding off that performance heading into this one.
And it's very likely that he and his guys can carry that momentum into this one.
Minnesota with the ball. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Edwards for three. Knocks down the long J. He has 6.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Memphis has gone 1 for 3 from downtown here in the second. Pass to Jackson. Oh, and Reed with a block.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Launches a 3, and the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
I just love the ball movement.
The Grizzlies have gotten over 50% of their shots to go. 5 for 9 in the second. Here's Smart, plenty of space. Reed with the rebound.
Surprising he didn't bury that, but hey, it happens sometimes.
It's Edwards on the wing. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
And the Grizzlies shooting a solid 50% throughout the second. Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Pass to Kennard to halt the run. That's in, coming off an assist from Smart. Smart has got 3 assists in the game.
Just a heads-up play by Smart, pushing the ball ahead. He knows not to hold that ball when someone has a good look ahead.
Reed passes to Flash, and it's out of bounds to Minnesota. All right, let's look back over the last 10 games now. See which teams were topping the charts in three-point shooting. Number 1, Minnesota.
The 3 has become a major weapon for them over this stretch. Great movement on the perimeter. They're not taking any bad shots.
And the Grizzlies making a change here. Aldama's checked in for Jaren Jackson Jr. Jackson comes in for Watanabe. Desmond Bane, he's checked in for Kennard. And it's Ja Morant in for Smart. And Morant with the basket on the assist by Bane. Morant's got his second bucket on the night.
And they're in a better flow this quarter offensively. And their shooting percentage is steadily rising as a result.
Memphis has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter in the second so far. Jackson, the rebound by the Timberwolves.
You have to credit their effort. I mean, they've done an amazing job on the glass.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Flash, pounded by Morant. And they pick up 2. Flash has got 28.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Morant with it. A real weapon on offense, averaging around 24.5 a game. Bane, the pass to Jackson. And again, it's Memphis with a 3. It could go. And he can't get that one. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. The T-Wolves on top, opening up a huge gap. And we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out there for the start of the third quarter, right after the break.
And welcome to halftime. With the All-Star festivities around the corner, here are the favorites to take part in the dunk contest.
Well, certain years in the contest are more entertaining than others, Shaq. You know, it's hard for me to believe this field will not be entertaining. You look at the field. Look at all these guys. You got to know they came to play today.
Yeah, they better put on a show. Please don't let us down.
And as for our matchup, what a tremendous first half it was for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Defending these guys does not look fun. You just have to extend so far out to contest shots, and then they go ahead and make them anyway?
Which then forces you to try to match their three-point output. Not a comfortable position to be in. And that is going to do it for us. Let's get back to some second half action with Brian Anderson and company.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. And you sometimes hear players grumbling about their roles or lack of touches. How prevalent is that behind the scenes, RJ?
Oh, it's everywhere. This is one of the key things that coaches have to navigate. That's what's the ego. Getting players grumbling or not to accept the roles that they are given. And that is the hardest part of coaching because every player believes he's a star, and rightfully so.
Inside, we got Towns and Gobert. Edwards at the 2 with McDaniels at the 3. And it's Flash in at the point guard position. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half.
Oh, so smooth inside. Edwards found the opening and exploited it.
Morant surveying the floor. Bane, the pass to Jackson. Sinks it from distance. Jackson's got 12 points.
He's trying to will this team back into it, doing all he can offensively.
He drops it from range.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
And so it's Bane who brings up the ball for the Grizzlies. RJ, you watch Desmond Bane. He plays with a giant chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, not highly recruited out of high school, playing 4 years in college. Bane was the last pick of the 2020 first round. And let me just say, he plays like he's been slighted.
Here's Towns. The Grizzlies making their last shot. Fires in the triple. Flash has got 6 points in the quarter.
Yeah, he's in his bag from beyond the arc right now. You see his confidence.
And of course, it helps space the floor, which gives this offense more room to operate.
Now here's Morant. He has 6. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, the Grizzlies are one of the younger teams in the league, and they're already a force to be reckoned with. Desmond Bane said, quote, "We have a great organization here that really believes in all of us. And that does a lot for players and their development. We're really focused on just playing to our standards and continuing to grow." BA?
That's a great point. Good perspective. Thanks, Allie. From deep, Bane drains the triple. Bane's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Pass to Towns. Over to the left wing. And another 3 for Minnesota.
Yeah, he's been having his way this quarter, attacking the basket and protecting their lead.
Memphis has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. To the inside, Morant. Got it. Morant's got 8.
Working through the lane, Morant, he's got such a great change of speed to keep the defense off.
Here's Flash. That one rolls around and rims out. The Grizzlies have gone 4 of 6 from the floor in this third quarter. Inside, here's Jackson. Good, and the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
If anybody has questions why John Morant went 2nd overall in 2019, it's his ability to move the ball and create hoops for not only himself, but others.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been 3s.
Memphis has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Outside Bane. Jackson on the wing. Six to shoot. Back to Bane. And here's Morant outside. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got rebound number 7 tonight. Here's Flash. Aldama grabs the board. The Grizzlies have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Bane, the pass to Morant.
And just wasn't able to set up in time.
Time called here. The Grizzlies decide to talk it over.
First team foul. Grizzlies timeout.
Keep it up.
Changes for Minnesota. Reed's checked in for Gobert. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. And Conley subbed in for Edwards. A big group substitution here for Memphis. Clark is checked in for Jackson. Stevens comes in for Aldama. Kennard, he's checked in for Jackson. And Smart subbed in for Desmond Bane. And the ball out of play. The Grizzlies will have it. And let's see what the Minnesota Timberwolves have coming up. On Saturday, they'll go up against Gordon Hayward and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Then on Monday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets.
Some might look at this schedule and already mark off how many wins they'll get, but I think that's a mistake. You can never take a night off in the NBA. Even the ones you think will be easy are tough.
Warren's checked in for the Timberwolves.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Pass to Kennard. The three is up. Hits a three-pointer. Kennard's got 12 points.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now Smart. The three ball. And Conley grabs the miss. Fires from way outside. And so it's Minnesota ending the period up by a staggering 23 points. It hasn't taken them too many shots. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
You have to love his unselfishness and ability to make those around him better.
He does do a great job steering the ship for them out there and keeping the offense clicking.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court right now for the Grizzlies, we've got Jaren Jackson, Marcus Smart out there with Luke Kennard. Then it's Brandon Clark, and it's Stevens in at the 3. Down low, here's Clark. Oh, Clark with the slam.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
Here's Flash. Offline with a 3. Well, the Grizzlies shooting it well, almost 50% from the floor. Here's Kennard. No good on the triple. Minnesota has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Here's Flash. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And I'm surprised that didn't go down. I mean, I'm sure he is too.
Well, from broadcasting to team ownership, heading USA Basketball, Grant, what drives you to do so much these days?
Well, B.A., I'm an active guy, and I had a great playing career. But the things I wasn't able to do because of the injury, I think, left me even more motivated to excel and try new things in this next chapter of my life.
Anderson's checked in for Garza.
And right now, they're +8 in the rebounding category. That's helping them run away with this.
You know, some people could say he's struggling on offense this period. I like to think of more of drowning. Just can't seem to find his confidence.
Here's Stevens. And again, Memphis no good. For Minnesota, they've got none of their shots to go in this final quarter. 0 for 4. Good! That's another bucket!
And this is all you need to know about the year he's having. He's coming up on the single-season franchise scoring record.
And when he does get there, I bet it's a long time until someone matches it. Nice shot by Kennard.
Every team in the league, all 30, would love to have a player like Marcus Smart. He's always looking to set up his teammates and play lockdown defense.
Flash, that's good.
I mean, no comment, but this is just unreal.
Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Smart finds Kennard. Back to Smart. Jackson with it. Beyond the arc. That's in. Coming off an assist from Smart.
Some bigs develop range over time. Jackson, he's been dropping daggers since day one.
Here's Flash. Another one falls. Amazing.
This guy is a historically great scorer. A 50-point performance here tonight.
He's cracked the top 5. He's now alone in 5th place for the most career 50-point performances.
At 50 for the 18th time. I mean, only guys like Harden, Kobe, Jordan, and Wilt have had more. And that's a who's who of scorers.
The Timberwolves have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. No good on the 3. And here's Smart. He'll bring it up for Memphis. Fires the 3. And Kennard with the 3.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Timeout called, the Timberwolves.